seen Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Set. Hey, 59, 19, 54 is down, he's coming. Check 43.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. He finds an opening past the 40. Lamar Miller past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check 31. Check 31. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
51.
Here's Ryan to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Alpha. Mike 20. Man, I got you.
From the 30 on second down, Ryan, it's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because Most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Got it.
Second and 9 at the 19.
Check nine.
On second down, Freeman. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
59.
53, Mike.
I'm on.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Hey, watch.
24's down. He's coming.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space, because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
53, Mike. Man, I got you.
From the end zone, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So that play much needed there, as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Oh, you get it. Zoom.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. And 54. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Now it's Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
I'm coming for you, son.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
That's complete right around the 8. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down now, it's Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Third and 2, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. On second down, it's Freeman. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. That's pulled in at the 32. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check set. 20. Check 53's mark. They can't hang with us.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go again.
45.
I'm going to run you.
Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45, Mike, 45. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Checks 45 to Mike. Check 24. I got you, son. I got you.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he is all the way up past the 25.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm scared. Hey, Rick Lance. Mike 51. Hey, Mike 7. Rush in. Recon, 132 fighter. 21. Got it.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Tuesday. Get ready. 51. Hey, box truck. Hey, South.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th.
Check.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And Bryant's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, we talked about the Madden Classic earlier, but we should also remind you the time is running out to represent your favorite club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today for a chance to take home a piece of the largest prize pool in MCS history, over $700,000. Visit MaddenChampionship.com/compete by October 7th to receive a bonus Team Elite Fantasy Pack in Ultimate Team. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Hey, check 24.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Check, 51, sub.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught by Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
You draw Orchard.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. He's checking.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
54, south.
Mike 20. Don't say nothing. Hey, Mike 20.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go, D. Here.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10 now from the 27.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
20. Hey, take him. Hey, exit. Let him go.
Throwing again. Ryan. Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miller. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play. First down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
53, Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Watson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Watson's pass complete to Duke Johnson.
Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Houston. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check 4.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop.
Back to throw, Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Johnson running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
53, check 53.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 59, 59. Okay, double up. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Alert! Slam! Let's go! My ball! Check. You. Check.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Ryan on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, South.
He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
You ready? 20. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check. Everybody, Mike 20. Hey, orbit. Watch his flat. Got.
Throwing now is Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, bye.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. 21. Mike 20. Hey, Zoo. You ain't got
Face. Hey, Mike 20. And here we go. Watch the pass.
58. Mike 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. – 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Lamar Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Watson now to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
53, check 53. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
From the 50, it's Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Let's go, baby.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
On 4th down, Watson. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got tight right there.
Watson with a give to Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Mike. Line up. 53, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. Line up, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miller. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
54 down, he's coming.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set. 19.
Check 53.
Front 59.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. 53.
Y'all not ready.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Push him back.
Hey, alert.
Check. 53.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
53 is the Mike. 53.
This is Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Let's go. Set. 19.
Number
59.
53.
In your face.
Match box. Right. Check 3.
55.
Mike. 53. Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Are you ready for some